If you know me personally in my real life, you know that there are three things that define me. I absolutely love 80s hair metal, and just like a cabin boy, and I have a deep appreciation for everything Star Wars. I mean, I also hunt down and torture mimes. That's a different thing, yeah. Now, like most Star Wars fans in their 20s, I have a specific obsession with everything prequel era. It's what I grew up watching. I inject anything prequel related into my veins anytime that I can. Whether that's me when I was little watching the Clone Wars shows, or reading old Star Wars comics, or even, going on Battlefront when I was like 10 and role-playing as a 501st Clone Trooper,
Executing the Jedi without fucking remorse, alright?
So, naturally, whenever I see anything prequel related in Star Wars video games, I go absolutely fucking ready for it, darling. And one of those games that really gets me going, with just the amount of subtle references that it has to the Clone Wars and the prequels, is Star Wars The Force Unleashed. Now, I've played this game many, many times, and there are certain things that I've noticed while playing the game that I want to share with you today and see if anyone else appreciates this stuff as much as I do, or whether I'm just absolutely crazy. So straight away we have the first level on Raxus Prime, and as you can see, it's already got a Jedi temple made of, like, literal shit. Still pretty cool though. So when you first spawn in, straight away, bang, what's that? The Millennium Falcon. I don't think it is actually the Millennium Falcon, but it is a YT-1300 Corellian light freighter. If you explore this beginning bit, there is also stuff in the background. You've got a rebel ship there, Mon Calamari ship. And also this starting area could possibly be a Star Destroyer of some kind, but I don't know if it's going to be an Imperial or a Venator, a Clone Wars Venator class Star Destroyer. I can't work it out. I don't know, okay. I tried to check these droids to see if they were any like super. I thought that was a super battle droid potentially, but no, it just looks like a bunch of dead protocol droids. Right there, I think that's a B1 battle droid head.
Do it.
Now you've got to be careful when you're looking out because it can be quite hazardous. This area is also quite annoying, Fucking hell. Oh, unlucky fellas. Yeah, watch out for these Jawas as well. Oh, little jobblies, little jobblies. Jobblies. Ah, you prick! That can be pretty easily dealt with though. Oh, fuck! So this is the first real taste of what I'm talking about. This is a broken down embedded LA-AT gunship. And there's another one. There he is. There's another one, there's two now. I remember playing this for the first time and seeing these two here just crashed, and I thought, why does this make me feel so happy inside? I don't know. Shout out to the LA-AT as well for just being like the coolest ship in the whole of the prequel trilogy, apart from the Jedi Interceptor that we'll get onto later. So the next one, I thought it was, you come up just after the LA-AT, you come up to this next ship, which I thought could possibly be the Mankvim Interceptor. This is quite a deep cut reference, but you can actually play as this ship that I thought it was in the Revenge of the Sith DS game in the skirmish battle mode. I don't know if anyone has actually ever played that. Yeah, I thought it was that one. But that one is there. Later on, you get a better look at these ships that are embedded in the wall. There's another one there. And then as you come out in this main area where you can see the big Corellian frigate, there you can see actually what it is. It's the Geonosian Starfighter, or just like it was embedded the other way around. But in here, I think there's three in this one area. And in the different areas, there's different ships and weapons and stuff from the Clone Wars that they just put in these one areas and then they don't use them again. I don't know why they're not just sporadically all over the place, but it's just like certain sections have certain things. Well, there you go. So we've got the Geonosian Starfighters here. You got bend. So the next one that I find really interesting is if you look out on this lake of piss here, you can notice just in the wall down there, embedded halfway in the wall, halfway in the piss lake, there is a SPHA. So that is the self-propelled heavy artillery gun. I don't know how the short name for that would be. But yeah, I think that's really cool. I didn't notice that the first time I played this. So a little quick honourable mention here. There is a lot of escape pods dotted around the landscape.
Wow.
So next up we have, in this lovely little area here, we've got a rather smashed to bits Jedi Interceptor. I think it's only got the one wing in the cockpit. Honourable mention to the two big sand crawlers. there is a massive Lucre Hulk just kind of sat in a pile of crap. It looks kind of small. I think the scaling might be slightly off. Yeah, I think that's just really sick. That's so cool. But then in the distance, I think there's another one as well, all the way over there. How bloody marvelous is that? Tell me about it. And then the next part here is obviously you can get a bit of a look at the Jedi Temple that this crazy bastard's made out of bits and bobs. A little bit of information for you. I think this is not, 100%, but tell me if I'm wrong. This junk titan here, if you look at the head of this thing, is that or is that not a Vulture Droid's head? I think so. I think it is, maybe. So this is really cool. There are 2 embedded ATT walkers in the wall over here. We got one here. Look at that big boy. And then there's one all the way at the back over here that you can't really tell as well, but it's kind of smushed up in the wall there, but that is really cool. So this one's kind of obvious because it's the main point of the whole level, but the boss fight with Kazdan is in the Jedi Temple, obviously. And he's also got every single member of the Jedi Temple made out of sticks and stones and metal bits around his little arena here. So that's pretty cool, the Jedi High Council there. So moving on to the next mission on Felucia, about halfway through, and you reach this walkway through the trees, if you can call them that. And you start seeing a lot of clone armor just lying around the floor, battered and bruised. Some of it has pauldrons on it, which is quite interesting. I did notice that. And as you move further and further up this corridor and you deal with these little there is a big Lucre Hulk core, if you want to call that, the big ball in the middle there. And Proxy informs you that this was a big battle in the Clone Wars over the little radio. So we can stand here and gawk at this Lucre Hulk all we want. But first we've got to deal with this little lovely chap here. An easy way to kill him, there's a little holocron in the middle. You pick that up, double damage, burn the life out of him with lightning. And then deal with all these stupid little bastards that are running around. These are really annoying, by the way. So after you defeat all those bastards, then you can have a look around this area. Some of the key points over here are this Hellfire Droid wheel, which is a recurring thing on Felucia. There's quite a lot of these. Obviously the clone armor. And then there's a smashed up spider droid in the corner over there. Oh, also to mention there's a couple of these strung about this level, but a dwarf spider droid head as well.
Oh, you can tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man. No time to talk. We can try to understand the New York Times effect on men. Oh, whether you're a brother or whether you're my brother, or whether you're my brother or whether you're my brother, or whether you're my brother or whether you're my brother.
Obviously, the main target of this mission is Shakti, Prequel Jedi. I just thought I'd mention it. There you go. So next up is the Imperial Kashyyyk mission. The main talking point in this mission, and the only really reference to any Clone Wars or other Star Wars stuff, is in the trophy room. So let me just deal with this flipping guy here. Hey, yeah, get up, mate. Come on, stand up. Stand up.
I'm sorry.
This one, I believe, could potentially be a blurg, potential blurg there. This little guy, I'm not sure about. We've obviously got the Bantha horns there, some Minox, a Dewback. This guy in the back over here is, I believe, Gorax or a Gorak from the Caravan of Courage. And then moving on to a Wampa, and I think that is meant to be a Gundark. Banthas. And then here we come to the main point of why I'm here. We've got all of the Geonosis Arena creatures. We've got the Nexu, the Akale, and the Reek. And then their little brother, or whatever this is, their little cousin. Yeah, this guy as well. And then as a bonus fact in here, we've also got what I believe is a crate dragon skull, or what's meant to be a crate dragon, a baby one, maybe, I don't know. And then the main feature of the room that everybody and the mother knows about is, we've got Lijaja. There he is in carbonite, frozen up.
Excuse me.
Poor bastard. Look at him, doesn't know what to do with himself now. His card's broken. Yeah, the scaling is just off for that, isn't it? Surely, that's way too small. I just think this is really interesting. It's just really cool that like they actually put all this stuff in there, just to link in with the prequels. Back to Raxus Prime. Just up, obviously another Jedi Interceptor. No wings on this one though, it's just the cockpit. So in this little area now, this corridor here, I believe that in the skybox of this map, there is a little mystery that I'll reveal in a little bit after we've spoken about the rest of the stuff. There's a Lucrehulk there. There's a Venator off in the distance over there on that side as well. And then there's this little thing in the middle, which I'll get to maybe later, but just keep that in mind for now. It looks like a Lucrehulk, okay? But I don't think it is. So over in this corner, there you go. There's another Millennium Falcon YT 1300. It's probably just the same like model that they had that they put in the wall. It's still cool. I like it, but you know, could have put, you know, why don't we get a bloody Yoda's chair, his little floating chair? Why not? And then yeah, it happened again.
Oh, fuck.
Way, Ollie, it fell off again. Fuck. So yeah, in the background, what I noticed as well is there's another Venator way far off in the background over there. That's pretty cool. In this little room, can somebody explain to me why?
What are you two doing in here?
There's just a Jawa and a Rodian. What are you doing in here? Boys. The deep mystery. We're going to get into the deep mystery here. So if you look across on this pool of piss, in the background, there's a few like ships in the skybox at the back, okay? Now we've got a Venator, a Lucrehulk, and then there's this thing, okay? And I was looking at this thing and I was thinking, I recognize this. What is that ship? I think this is General Grievous' ship, the Soulless One. I genuinely think that's what this is. But it's massive. Like the scaling, this is what I mean, like the scaling to that, surely that's like a flipping Venator size. I don't know whether this is a little Easter egg in there, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that that is the Soulless One. So if you use that logic, okay, that they've put General Grievous' starship in there, remember that little Lucrehulk thing that we thought was a Lucrehulk before? I'm now going to go back on this, and you take a look and tell me what the hell that this could possibly be, okay? What could this possibly be? I'll give you a minute. This is General Grievous' big bloody wheel. There it is. It is, isn't it? I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but that is General Grievous' big cyborg wheel thing that he just like rolls around Utapau with. Why? What? Why is that in the skybox? Why is it so big? He doesn't need it that big, does he? Like, why have they put both General Grievous' like modes of transport in the back of this skybox? This does not make sense, but it's I love this for some reason. Like, what the hell? I'd never even noticed this before. I don't think. Am I the first one to notice this in the world? Am I the only person who knows this? Tell me if you knew this, because I won't believe you. And I am the only one. So the last thing that I want to talk about, and we'll wrap this video up now, is on the first level. If you go, I mean, this is a well-known Easter egg, I think, but it's still like really cool. You jump off this ledge and jump over to this other platform over here. You walk over here, bang. That is Boss's helmet from Republic Commando. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a massive time gap between these two games, but you know, if they want to put that reference there, then I'm all for it. Like, that's cool as hell. So just final thoughts on this video. This was a kind of a random idea that I just randomly came up with. A random idea that I randomly came up with. Maybe we should stop saying that word. I find this interesting, all this Clone Wars stuff. It just makes me go, oh my god, I love this thing, I love that thing. There it is. They put it in the game. That's sick. Also, let me know if there's any other Star Wars games that do the same thing. References. It doesn't have to be prequel references, but that's what kind of scratches my itch a little bit more than just seeing like an Ewok's face. I could do another one on the Jedi games. I know there's a Venator and things like that. I know Lucrehulk in the new one that you can explore, and there's a lot of references and Easter eggs in there. But yeah, I hope people actually enjoyed this. They might not have known that these things were in this game. And yeah, let me know. See you later, guys.